Hey, what's up with it, man? I wanted to redo. I just did a live in the car home now, so I think I'll redo this live I did in the car. Word things a little different. So I want to get on here and talk to y'all about something, man. I wanted to first give a thanks to Josh because he jumped on Tiffany's panel right earlier, and Wifey was over there, and I guess he wanted to apologize to the lady Margie. Hey, I got to give him credit. I'm not taking last night's video down or nothing, but you got to give him credit. And I also wanted to apologize to CrackinCases because me and that man had a phone call a long time ago, but at the time, the path that I took and the information that I was listening to was not right, and I kind of blamed them for a few things. Matter of fact, I'll tag CrackinCases in the description to this, or someone can tell them. No problem. If I make a mistake, it's not a problem over here. Who's in here? What's up, Judy? What's up, Lynetta? But I also want to talk about something else from last night's live. I'm not late this time. Hey, I was just checking out the what you sent me. That's awesome. I'm gonna contact you off of here. Absolutely, prayers for Summer. You know, YouTube can, man. I'll tell you what. YouTube could really mess up a case. There's a lot of such crazy drama and stuff created on YouTube with the Wells. Last night I was talking in my live about, obviously played the Margie little series of questions that Noelle recorded. She put it on her channel. Obviously, you know, that was the point to break down this 1994 CPS case that there's no paperwork on, which never happened. And it stemmed because that stemmed from certain creators getting their information from somebody, and that certain somebody, not to re-victimize anybody or to bring up any hard or harsh feelings, but when you know the entirety of the story, you can then kind of be like, you know. So I do extend a invite, you know, to the lady Mary if she'd like to come on the panel, or Wifey's. And I think I'll leave it at that. But when you know the entirety of things, you can see clear. And it's nuts. You know, the guy Chris McDonald, he has a huge channel, big channel. He has ex-police background and whatever else. You know, good for him. But his own words were, YouTube can be an excellent tool if it was utilized properly. But the guy himself has done some shenanigans, man. Some shenanigans. I think that's how he maybe misled Josh. I don't know. I just know the guy Chris, shady. You're not late. What's up, Carrie? Also, I wanted to say, Justice Jane, what's happening? You know, people have big families. I asked Don today, you know, because last night I was saying in my live, I don't know why what the lady Mary's motive is. What is the motive? She's trying to make a channel on YouTube, this or that. I didn't have the answer. I knew I had the Margie recording, but I didn't have the answer. But, you know, I'll say this, man. If you don't know this, the Wells got a big-ass family. They got a big-ass family. And if you don't know how big it is, just kind of like ask yourself this, like, in your own family, do you know everybody good? Like, do you know everybody like good? Like, is there some cousins that you may barely know, or maybe you've met them once or something, but even, I don't know what it is, maybe a cousin's daughter, or I don't know what the scenario could be, but in everyone's family, you have like distant family that you may not know good. These people have a ginormous family, different states, all types of things. And boy, I tell you, man, YouTube can mess a case up. I'll tell you what. What up, Skunky? Yeah, she did an excellent job. Big shout out to Wifey for that interview. Big shout out to Wifey. She nailed it. I didn't even ask her to ask questions. She just did it on her own. I just wanted her to get the lady recorded so we can break the narrative on the 94 CPS case, which is absolutely false. It never happened. And it came because someone is going to channels and feeding them, or I don't know if they're feeding the channels information or they're wanting to jump on the panel as for credit. I don't know really what the motive is. Can't say that, but the point is, a lot of things get left out on each channel that they jump on. They forget a big piece of the puzzle. And so, I would like to extend an invite to the lady, Mary, just so we can get some clarity of the situation. You know what I mean? Why not? You know what I mean? I know my dogs think they own house, and yeah, the dog. What's up, Red Bull? Saw your tag. Hope you have a speedy recovery. Skunk, you doing all right? The fights are on tonight. I'm just jumping on here for a few minutes because I went live earlier a few minutes ago. I wanted to redo it. I wanted to extend an invite to the Lady Mary. Give the update on Josh from last night's live, and give the apology to CrackinCases. Really made me feel so many different things. That's a good comment right there on the screen. Absolutely.
Yeah. And it's the part where I say I'm not sure I enjoy it is the absolute truth. That daggone dog has trained me. Tell him what she makes me do to get her in the house. I have to leave her with a trail of treats.
She's learning. She's learning. But yeah, man, it's kind of cool that having direct contact with Mr. World. Let it clear some of the shenanigans and the lies up and the smears on YouTube. YouTube is the land of the slime, and boy, if you really think about it, a lot of smears on the man and his family. And the weird part is the police, detectives, all these people just clogging the phone lines of, oh my God, it's ugly. So much like time, effort, resource, just wasted. I wonder how many people picked the phone up on this 1994 CPS case that never happened and made it. Somebody did. But just think about that with the police and leads. It makes sense now when you see Lawson and TBI make these announcements. Stop calling unless it's useful. It makes complete sense. Makes complete sense. A lot of YouTubers aren't doing their own research. They're just reporting content and rumors they hear from other YouTubers. Yeah, you're absolutely right, and that's had a big impact. I believe in Summerall's case. Look, I'll admit it. I think I got on the wrong side of information on in the beginning of it, man, and it's wild. It's wild. The man really can't be on the internet like that, but it doesn't mean I can't call him, text him, and it doesn't mean I can't repeat it. And there's a lot said in conversation, and I'm never going to post or say something without asking them, break trust like that. No way. But I wish I could just really unleash and let clear a lot of things right now, but in time it will happen. It's just weird, and it makes sense in a way to see the connections, but new people in this one, like like Chris McDonald. How do you say his name? That guy, man. Uh, it's unreal. It's unreal. It's just a bunch. Not only is your comment right, Tammy, but it's like orchestrated, created drama, spread out, repeated, and made like the made the focus on that instead of the main goal, the real focus, which is the thumbnail, summer. It's really crazy. I don't even know how to explain it, but I do know that a lot of people fault him for things that were said regarding this 1994 CPS case that never happened, whether it was said on Josh's channel, and yes, he apologized. I'm just saying, whether it was said there or whether it was said on Chris McDonald's channel, there is a lot of the puzzle missing here. A lot of the puzzle, like a big giant piece of the puzzle, and it's just getting spread, and then it's like it's getting spread with hate, and it's insane. But there's a big piece of the puzzle missing. Is what I'm telling you. Tooth to ease up. You got oral gel, bro? Hate tooth pain, man. That's the worst.
I was just gonna say, mouth pain out of every pain I've ever had, that is the absolute worst
It
pain
sucks.
I've ever experienced.
You got to take an aspirin, bro, and put it on the tooth, like kind of bite it, break it, make it brittle, and then shove it right on in the tooth that's hurting. That helps. Sometimes better than oral gel. Old school little like remedy. Is it great that you and Noel are settling the record straight?
I just hijacked your live in the mirror.
Listen, you know, well before this, man, we been sticking up for the babysitter in the Quentin Simon case. We do it. Don Wells just kind of happened. Listen, you know how it happened? To be 100% honest with you, I apologized. I reached out to him personally, apologized to him. I didn't expect a response. This was after I apologized to the guy, Tim Mullins, which he did. He responded to me, and I did lives on that. But I just reached out to him and apologized, and as a man, and we just started kind of communicating, and now a little more friendly with him, talking terms and whatever. But it's difficult to give somebody your word, but you want to tell people what's happening. You know what I'm saying? It can be very difficult, but I'm not going to do that because the dude's been burnt by YouTubers. His whole family has bad. Listen, man, some family are just not family. You know, if you ever been through someone dying in your family, every now and then you get that one family member. Have you ever been through? If you've ever been grieving and you had conflict with a will, that is bad family business. When there's when there's a will and family members, man, it happens, people. It happens. There's some of that going on too, but a lot of that going on. But I just wanted to get on here and apologize to CrackinCases. Josh does deserve some credit for admitting to the woman. That woman hasn't been on YouTube like that, Margie. It's the first time I think I ever heard her on YouTube. And, I would like to maybe go live and extend the invite to Lady Mary, because she has been vocal about certain things on certain channels, but I don't know. They don't know the full story. So I do. So I can, if we were to talk about it, it would be different than someone just listening and saying, because then I can say, well, what about blank and blank? And I just would like the invite there to be left and maybe shared by people, because instead of just yes manning the woman, someone with the full story could maybe have a better conversation, if that makes sense. I don't know, Missouri. I could not tell you. I honestly don't know that. Answer that question. Put it on the screen for people, but I don't think so. I don't know. I do have antibiotics and some kind of liquid stuff to numb it. Probably, is that Orjo? Have a dentist appointment on Tuesday to get the process started. What do you got? A wisdom tooth, bro? Ooh, one in the back. From JT channel. From JT channel. What? Who's that? What happened, girl? You okay? You making moo-moos? But yeah, so I wanted to redo this live, man. I did pretty much this live a minute ago in the car. And oh, Jim Terry. Shout out to Jim Terry TV, man. Like Jim Terry. He's funny as hell, man. He's funny dude. I have about 4 I need to get pulled out. Ooh, and cut out. Damn, you're gonna do all that in one day, skunk? Back teeth. That sucks. Yeah. Yeah, I got misled, man, and I didn't really go out at him hard or anything like that, but I maybe said some negative things about him. Did a couple parodies, nothing major, but he deserves an apology. You know what I'm saying? Y'all heard me ask the man. I mean, that summer's dad. I said, hey, you know, he's been very vocal about who has shit on him and who's backstabbed him and this and that and this and that. He don't have anything bad to say about them, you know. So how could I go over that at the end of the day? So I don't think Cam's that hard of a person to. I think he'll get it. My guess. I hope they will take care of it all in one visit. But I know nothing will happen on Tuesday. Oh yeah, so you go back on Wednesday probably. I like Cam and Allie. They have put so much into helping the Wells and proving it's possible that someone. Yeah, that's exactly what Don said. Matter of fact, I believe he said they even like use like their own money and stuff. So you know, skunk 4. Are you gonna do 4 in one day? That'd be.
You should highlight my comments just because you might not see it.
This one.
I'll bring the comments.
You getting all done all at once, skunk? Huh?
Some flyers and I'll buy. Okay, I'll be right over, Skunker.
Dolly says, I got a dry sock. Ooh, yeah, that I always been scared of that. When I had back tooth pulled out, more painful. Yeah, man. I had some teeth pulled a long time ago, and they were warning me about dry socket. I was all sketched out about it. Can't you die from that? No.
No.
No?
It just sucks. But I had a dry socket once because I smoked, and the sucking from a straw or a cigarette or sucking anything will actually pull the clot out, and that causes a dry socket. Oh.
It says, can you ask Don Wells again, as well as when did the New York trip actually occur, and how long they had known? I don't ever talk to Candace. Never have. But yeah, I could I can do that. I really, man, to be honest, man, to be honest, I just want to break down some of the major smears and some of the major lies revolved in the case. And the purpose of that is there are some floating rumors. There's so many, but there's certain ones that have took a lot of time and effort, and many people just wasted time is what those are the ones I'm shooting at, because if that wasn't created, all these lives that were talked about it, and if it was put in a better light, actual information, things could be different, man. My guess. But it's bad. YouTube, it doesn't make sense because it doesn't make sense. You barely have people that will actually come up on panels like that. Yes, they did. Some in Billy Joe and the Quentin case did to an extent. I believe the lady Brandy did. But at some point you gotta kill all this because people are gonna be like, no way. So it doesn't make any sense. And it's just a bunch of smears. And in all, man, look, months ago I used to think, point fingers and all negative and this and that, right? But I know that certain people team up with certain people and certain people do orchestrated things. Always known that. But I was on the button heads with this guy. Now I'm trying to help him. So that will come in. A lot will unfold with that. Huh?
Get to know what to have on panel. I would like to hear their opinion.
Get to know. I have the most unpopular opinion about what happened and have never believed that they had anything to do or going missing. I mean,
if they want to share, I'd like to hear them.
Would you like to jump up? I just plan on coming to redoing the live. What is the YouTube term? Not receipts, not unalive. Oh, dirty delete. I didn't want to get accused of doing the dirty delete. I did a live. We went to PetSmart, but we went to the wrong one to give her a bath. So I had this is me redoing it.
Which
dry stocking is brutal.
Yeah.
Seems to me that the story was to try to make admit to doing something for summer. You can't admit to something if you didn't do it. Okay.
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure who is the male.
Okay, get to know. You're what do I are we a he or are we a she? Here. What's up on that?
I am not sure. So I shall go
it's in the bathroom.
hunt for it, my darling love. All right, Whisper. I moved. You don't have to follow me. Here, babe.
All right, dropped it.
Mwah. Hi. Isn't he cute?
I'm a man. All right, I dropped the link.
So cute.
Hey.
I love you, babe. I love you too.
I dropped the link. All right. So this is get to know.
I'm gonna smoke.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
What's going on?
Move it, Gordy.
Oh, not much. I didn't come in here and start shit with anybody. I just, I just never believed that they had anything to do with it. I'm not in any way, shape, or form saying that Don and Candace are like outstanding citizens or anything, because I mean, none of us really are when it comes down to it. You know what I mean?
You're absolutely right.
But and I mean, just from what I do on my channel and the research I've done, like kids go missing all the time. 23% of all kidnappings are 100% random stranger abductions, just spur of the moment kidnappings. Right up, you know what I mean? And where her scent literally ends at the driveway and it goes no further than that. So I just think somebody was driving down the road, seen her stand there, and took off with her, man. You know, I mean, I could be wrong and whatever, but that's, you know, I'm just, you know, people are too quick to always point the finger at somebody without having all the evidence, and like there's no evidence proven otherwise. You know what I mean? So I just
have you like done videos about this on your channel and been like picked apart for it or something like that?
No, I've just there's been a couple of other people's channels that I've been on, or panels I've been on, that I've been kind of my opinion's been shot down, and no, you can't believe that, and I'm like, well, I mean, I obviously, you know, I mean, I'm not one for, you know, trying to start shit with anybody here, so like, you know, when somebody asked me my opinion or whatever, and I just kind of thought that's what, you know, we were doing in here, and plus
it has become almost tribal, right? In a sense, that's
yeah,
what I look at. Yeah. It's like very tribal. It's almost like the U.S. politics. Like it's very tribal. Like it's either, in my opinion, the way that I see it on YouTube, 100% is it's like it's either anti-Wells, they're 100% responsible, or it's no. And if someone comes and says something minimal, not to discredit your thought, but you're not like a sympathizer for having your own thought. But it's so tribal on YouTube that you'll get called that and pushed over there. It's very weird. This is a missing world. It's not tribal. It's gotten disgusting, dude. And I don't think that your opinion is way out there, to be honest. I don't.
Well, I appreciate that, you know, like everybody's always just so quick to say, you know, this happened and this happened and this happened, like, and then when it comes down to it, come to find out only one of them 10 things actually ever fucking happened. I mean, sorry about that. Only one of those 10 things that have ever happened, you know what I mean? So like you were wrong 9 out of those 10 times. So why is it so hard to believe that one, you know, 23% of all kidnappings every year for the last 4 years in the United States have been 100% spur of the moment, random stranger kidnappings in our country. 23%. That has to account of all kidnappings are 100% random. So why is it so? Why I just don't understand why people were so quick to just throw it to the fact that nope, couldn't be a stranger kidnapping, couldn't have been a random, a spur of the moment crime, a spur of the moment crime of opportunity for somebody. Because from what I do on my channel and the research I do, like there's some sick people out there, you guys, that you guys deal with every single day and don't even know it, man. Like this world is full of parasites, man. And like we're forced to deal with them without even knowing it every single day. And like I've tried reaching out to Don quite a few times, just 100%, you know what I mean? As a friend, to tell him, hey, you know what? Like there has been somebody out here that, you know, I don't believe that you and Candace had anything to do with your daughter going missing. Ever since she came up missing, my wife and I have even gotten in arguments and discussions over this. Like she has a different opinion, and I've always stuck this ground because it's just there's no other proof otherwise. You know what I mean? All this other stuff is just speculation and hearsay, and who can really, you can't ever really trust what the cops are feeding you. And I mean, the lines of
go ahead. A lot of it is what happens is to make it, when they make it tribal, is they attack his character, and then they create things that's happened in his life and exaggerate it and include people, but people really don't really know
Yeah.
On that as well, which a lot of it is complete fuckery, which I
Yeah.
bring to the light. But it's pretty insane, man. Yeah, but I get it, dude. What is your channel name?
It's Get to Know, man. I've seen you. I've been a follower of yours for quite some time now. My wife's been a big fan of yours for quite some time. But I seen you pop into Team Rosa's channel earlier, and
Rose,
yeah.
yeah,
So
Rose. I pop into her chat when I can. Yep. I
yeah.
tried to help
So
her on one of her very first lives. She was getting, I believe she was getting threatened or attacked. So I hopped in there, actually guide her and stuff. Miss Rose is she's
right on.
pretty, yeah, cool, man.
Yeah, Rose is good people. She's a little quirky, but I love her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shout
So
out to Rose. All right, man.
but my channel's name's Get to Know, and like it's Get to Know _stop, man.
Hey, what is
To
your,
stop.
my bad. Do you have a Twitter?
I don't have a Twitter. I'm just barely figuring out the whole I'm new to the whole YouTube scene and everything. You know what I mean?
I just made a video, and somebody with the name of More to Know. I made a video on something, and I thought that might have been you, but it's cool.
No. But the stop stands for stand tough on pedophilia. So that's what the channel's based on. Come check it out, man. You guys we could use the support. I want to make a difference in this world when it comes to keeping our kids safe. Too many of us are being victimized as kids, and it's still happening every single day. And far too often, these parasites keep getting these sentences that are just ridiculously light. A couple months in jail and probation, and they get out and violate again. And I've had enough of it. And this time we all stand tough on pedophilia together, man, and get this shit taken care of for our future of our kids, man. Whether you got kids or not, man, come check it out. I promise you won't be disappointed, man.
All right, brother. Yeah, you have a good night, man.
You too. Thanks, white boy.
No problem. Tell your wife
Later,
we appreciate the support.
All right, I will do, man. Just give a shout out to Sugar Glider for me.
All right. That was pretty cool. Didn't know he had a channel. Definitely check it out. But yeah, he don't have a far out opinion. So yeah, I don't know. I'm hitting comments last night. I was on a rant. Thanks, babe. Somebody asked for it. I put it on the screen. Tammy, I appreciate that. Becoming Team White Boy Radio. Let's get to some of these comments. He reminds me of somebody. Who's that, Eddie Pats? I'm busy cooking. Okay, would you mind dropping the link? We did that. I don't even follow it on their platform. What's up, September? CM did a lot of damage. Yes, Kiko, out of control. It was tough for me on that because it all makes sense now. You know, I've been following the case for a long time, and there's channels I don't particularly love, and even some of those would be saying things about CM. So I didn't believe it, but at the same time, I know these certain channels had direct contact with Don. So now I get it. And understanding the whole picture now, I definitely get it. That guy is no bueno. No bueno. No bueno. Appreciate that, Tammy. Appreciate that. What's up, April? How are you? True crime and other stuff. White boy. Hello, everyone. Hey, what's up? So I just wanted to get on here, man. So yeah, I'm gonna break some of this stuff down, man. Again, give your word to somebody, especially someone who's been burnt by a lot of people on YouTube. You got to stay loyal to it. But there's a big family here. A lot of them are chasing one thing. And some of them feel that Don's in the way of that. I'll say that much. And you know, at the end of the day, none of it has anything to do with finding Summer Wells. But in my opinion, I believe these little hit pieces and these smears have just been nothing more than almost a deflection into the real cause. I mean, seriously. So by now, most people, the guy Josh apologized, but you know, if we go rewind it, and that's good, but rewind back a couple of nights here, the streets of YouTube have a 1994 CPS case on Mr. Wells for some pretty harmful allegations. Come to find out, we have his daughter, Summer's sister, come up and say her piece. This is someone you haven't heard from at all. And then Josh apologizes, but the thing is, he got his information from CM. That guy's been doing a lot of damage control, a lot, which it blows my mind, because he says YouTube is a very good tool if utilized correctly. You're the one with the monkey wrench, bro. Okay, let me see. Hold on. On what oh, maybe it's over here. I don't see it. I don't see it. The lab doubled down on his backup channel 2 nights in a row since the fake apology. Really? 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 I mean, how could he, though? If he did do that, he's going to look like a real moron. So he apologized. So what you're saying is what he did on Tiffany Marie's panel. I wasn't in the chat. Wifey was, but apparently he hit the link, I believe, or maybe he typed it. Wifey, you're in the chat. Could you clarify that? Either which way, he apologized for saying those things about his daughter. So what you're saying is he did that and then went back to his backup channel and doubled down on it. Not a problem. Trying to find it. Hold on. Yeah, Facebook is like the worst way to get a hold of me. I think I can see it right here. Okay. Hey, is it V? Yeah. Yep, that's you. All right, I got it. Okay, yeah, so he did do that. Maybe what happened is he doubled down and then realized it. I'll figure it out either way. It was noon time, I believe, when I was up. Yeah, okay. Amen. I've been attacked at times just because certain creators didn't understand the culture. I'm a proud Appalachian holla girl. Tennessee native, huh, Shays? Nothing wrong with that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna watch these UFC fights in a few minutes. I wanted to get on here. Anybody subscribe to CrackinCases, if you would please relay the message. And here's the thing, man. I would like to talk to the Lady Mary if possible. because I believe this lady's feeding some of these channels. I'm not taking away anything that she says. I'm also not saying whatever she claims to be not true. What I'm saying is that there's missing pieces, and it would make a lot more sense if we could fill the missing pieces in, if that is the road that one wants to go. I think that if someone was to have a conversation, instead of sitting there and saying, yeah, yeah, maybe someone who knew the whole thing could maybe challenge or ask something that's not going to sit there and go, and it don't have to be me. Wifey's available. So it's White Boy Lockdown Radio at Yahoo, or Damaged Goods with no regrets at Gmail. That would be a good live. And I promise to break down some of these smears. I got a question to somebody. Miss Missouri, I'm going to ask that. And can get out what we can get out, and that's it. Try to clear it up. What's a hollerback girl? Well, a place to be talking, laughing. Mr. That's not Mr. Zombie. You seen any Pats? Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, I have a direct message that would be requested to be read. Mr. Donwell says the following. Maybe you might mention that Mary is aware that her husband, Russell Hartman, raped a 12-year-old girl, but doesn't want to talk about that. I'm a witness to this crime. The person who was raped does not want to exploit him at this time, but I can come forward with all information because I'm really sick of all her lies. Please read this as written. And I did. So that's what I'm saying. A lot more to this than a lot may think. You know, look, the well's been smeared. I ask this a lot to people. If there's people that support them and there's people that hate them. To the people that hate them, my question to you is very simple. Why? Why do you why do you feel like that? The only possible answer you can give me, more than likely, is going to be because they did blank, blank, and blank. However, you heard that from somewhere. What if one of those blanks was a 1994 CPS case that never happened? Or came from somebody who claims to be victimized, and I'm not taking any shade from that, but if one is gone through a traumatic experience and has muster enough courage to talk about it, then maybe they can talk about the other side of the coin, is all I'm saying. A lot of misinformation, smears.
edition, right? Everyone's on parole. Yeah, and Don pulls up on his motorbike with his shirt off. I've been riding this ever since I was 15. I play house, and then I go around offering a push pop to all the kids if they get on it. Hey guys, do you want a Barney Rubble push pop? Listen, I got an ice cream stand, but I only got one ice cream, and it stands for a little bit. Right? I got a hot dog stand though. If you're good with your hands, you know, can't just quit. Is that a putty knife in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Would you like mustard too? You know.
Appreciate that. It'll never happen, then that's all kinds of wrong to suggest it did. Most certainly very wrong to state it and push it did. Trying to respect the Wells situation. Listen, I just think there's a lot of, listen, Summer Wells cases, it's been horrendous on YouTube. Let's be very honest about it. A lot of smears, a lot of I don't know, man. I don't know how to word this. A lot of bullshit gets talked about instead of the focus, you know? Just compare it to something else. I know it's very hard to do, but try to do it. A different case. There's narratives. Look, man, YouTubers are taking fake news media to YouTube. They're creating narratives. They're creating and driving narratives, and they're doing it good. They're doing it good enough to where they can team up with each other and make it. Let's say I had 50,000 people subscribe to this channel, and my wife had 70,000. That's a lot of people. So if I say, look, you have to say this, never go against this. This is the narrative. That's a big amount of people that are getting information, and it's driven into them. And then what if we have a friend over here that has 15,000? It's another group of people. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely, Missouri. Oh, it did? All right. So I wanted to clear the 1994 CPS case that never happened. Here's one thing you can bet. Nobody's going to show you paperwork with Don Wells' name on it, 1994 at the CPS case. However, you might find 15 to 20 channels talking about it. But there's no paperwork. It never happened. It never happened. A lot of the things you've heard never happened. And I'm glad I got the text from him, because some of the stuff is rough around the edges. End of the day, it's family business. I don't think any YouTuber should have their nose in it, but because they put their nose in it, look, y'all know I always stand up for people. Been doing this my whole channel. I'm gonna ride with him. Because he ain't showed me nothing but truth so far. And let's clear the smears. Let's see who's lying. Y'all will indefinitely be scratching your heads. A lot of you won't, but a lot of you know. A lot of you already know. But man, don't put all your eggs in one basket with your favorite YouTubers. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm gonna sign off. I love all y'all. We keep it real, factual. You already know. But I'm gonna jump off here, watch UFC fights. Shout out to the Wells. Shout out to the chat. And I'm just redoing the live from before. I will tag CrackinCases. Somebody tell them. I'm gonna see what's up with the lab. Somebody came in, and we'll pick it up next time, y'all. But I'll come with truth. I would show the text. I will. It's not going to show the number. Got to keep it factual this time around. Bust all narratives down. All right, y'all. I'm signing off. Much love. Till the next one, y'all.